It's time for another haul. This is my fall haul. I'm telling you guys right now, not all of these are fall fragrances. These are just all fragrances that I happened to purchase coming into the fall, but actually a lot of them would have been fantastic for summer. Pepe's here with me. He is also very interested in what's in the boxes that are here. Some of these items were sent to me, so I'll let you know which ones were sent to me, but I will give you an honest and ruthless opinion on them, as I always do, regardless of how nice brands are to me. I just tell it like it is, and you guys know that. So, okay, we'll go with the stuff that I purchased, and we'll go through kind of like the boring stuff first. So I went ahead and went to the $20 racket shoppers yet again, as I always do, and I purchased, you guys are gonna laugh and say I'm completely ridiculous, but I got Meow from Katy Perry. If you don't think that the packaging is a little bit too girly, take a look at this bottle. I'm an 11-year-old girl now, and I have a little kitty cat perfume. It doesn't smell bad. It smells nice, and the only reason why I bought it is because I heard that it's discontinued and that it's gonna like be expensive or whatever, so I was like, oh my god, I need to snag it now before I can never smell it again if it does get to be super expensive. It is a bit generic and a little cheap smelling, but it's a soft vanilla, a little bit green. It kind of reminded me of Lover Doe's Tattoo from Diesel, except Lover Doe's Tattoo is like a little bit more quality, if I can say that, where this one is... Oh, my fan is going and it's throwing it all over the place. This one is exactly what you would expect. It's pleasant. It does smell nice. And I will say, I kind of like it more than most Britney Spears fragrances. So when it comes to celebrity fragrances, it's not bad. Am I going to wear it? Probably not. So I'm not sure why I bought it, but the $20 rack got me again. Then I purchased a new release from Mont Blanc, and this is Mont Blanc Signature. I had to get this because my girl Paulina Shar raved about it, and I was like, I trust this girl and her taste, so I'm gonna have to get my nose on this cheapie. And I did. Fragrance Buy was having it on sale. I think this big bottle was like $59, so like it was relatively inexpensive. And I like it. I do like it. It's a citrusy, soft, marshmallowy vanilla scent. It is exactly what it promises to be. It's a happy scent. It has like a juicy, soft tangerine. Almost like if fuzzy peaches were tangerine flavored. That's what it smells like to me. And then like almost like a creamsicle smell. Very good from Mont Blanc. I love Mont Blanc for like a cheapie brand. They do come out with pretty good smelling fragrances. Like one of the better budget fragrance brands from what I've tried. Men and women alike, they do make relatively good fragrances for the price point. So thanks, Paulina. I love it. And YouTube made me buy it, and it worked out. And guys, if you saw my Instagram story like a month ago, I'm not very active on Instagram, but I do post occasionally. And I posted this sparkling bouquet from Guerlain, which I bought together with that Mont Blanc fragrance from Fragrance Buy. I have been waiting for this release because you guys know how much I love Mon Guerlain. I have literally all of them. And I like it. I like it, but here is what I'm going to tell you about it. Obviously, there's no way that I could dislike a Mon Guerlain. I like the scent profile. I like the DNA. I like everything about Mon Guerlain. Is it worth buying? Questionable, and I'll tell you why. This is a girlier, fruitier, less lavendery Mon Guerlain. If you're somebody who doesn't like that lavender kind of like freshness and kick that it has, like that the classic has, you might like this. This has an added sparkling pear note. It's a lot fruitier. It's a lot girlier. It's a fruity, light, airy, easy to wear Mon Guerlain. Performance is not great. It is worse than every Mon Guerlain that I've tried. I have to reapply this 3 times in a day for me to continue smelling it on myself. It doesn't really leave too much of a trail. I think this is their replacement for the Eau de Toilette, which got discontinued. I loved the Eau de Toilette and I still have it, luckily. That had an amped up lavender and it was fresher and it had more of like a little bit of that lavender sharpness, that herbaceousness. This is the opposite. It's dialed down and it's more fruity. And my man said that this is like, oh, it's like Victoria's Secret kind of Mon Guerlain. So if that's what you like, then that's what this is. It's like, it's fruity, girly, easy to wear. It's pretty. It's pretty, but it's a lighter Mon Guerlain. I don't think that it's really worth having. I would take any of the other flankers, honestly, but it's still pretty and I'm still gonna wear it. Okay. Then I hit up a warehouse sale and I got myself a couple Narcisos. I got a hair mist, and this is Amber Musk. And this one I was afraid. I was afraid of it. I didn't know what it would smell like. I obviously couldn't smell it. It was like this massive crazy warehouse sale. If any of you guys are like local from the Toronto area, if you know Lisa's Cosmetics warehouse sale, they had an online thing for a while and then they opened back up and had like the in-person experience. Crazy packed, but whatever. And then they had all the fragrances there, and some of them they had testers, some of them they didn't. Anyways, this one they didn't have a tester, but I think it was $38 or something, like relatively cheap. And I really like this one. This is going to be great for the fall. So it is a hair mist, but it's a strong fragrance, so I'm just going to wear it on its own. This gives me like Prada Amber vibes, or like Chanel Coromandel, but more patchouli, less sweet. Yeah. It's a really nice, sexy, like Narciso-esque, musky, ambery scent. I really like it. I'm happy with the hair mist. I'm not going to wear it in my hair. I'm just going to wear it as a perfume, but that was very good. And then I got the Narciso Ombre. I love this one. This one would have been perfect for the summer because it is like a summery, like tropical floral Narciso. It really smells like vacation. I think it has frangipani flower. It smells so good. That opening with those florals is like, it's to die for. So, so good. Like buttery florals, those like buttery tropical, like humid florals. Beautiful, a little bit sweet, and then you get that classic like Narciso powdery musk. So nice. I might wear this a couple times in the fall, but it really just smells more summery to me. Like I'm gonna be looking forward to wearing this next spring and summer and just like really getting that vacation vibe. This is really vacation vibes. Then I have 3 Dusita fragrances. These were sent to me from Raffinade Perfumery so that I could discover them and share my thoughts. And I also got all of the samples. So at one point, if you guys want, I can do a full Dusita video. So comment and let me know if that's something you're interested in. But we're gonna get into these 3 that I have here. And I will tell you guys right now, I'm glad that these are the 3 that they sent me, because of all of the ones that I smelled, these are actually coincidentally the 3 that I liked the most. I also really liked Splendiris, but I have fragrances that smelled like it. Anyway, the first one we're going to talk about is Cavatina. This one is very green, like so green, like it shocked me. This smells like your classic, like if you like Chanel number 19 or you like those like older Dior's, like Diorissimo or like along those lines. It really smells like that. Like it has this bitter greenness. Very, very bitter. Very bitter. Not my favorite. I'll tell you right now, I don't love that. It goes away as you wear it and it becomes like a light green floral scent. It's very Lily of the Valley. Like if you like Lily of the Valley, this is like natural Lily of the Valley, and a lot of it. A little bit citrusy, like you still get this bitterness. It's almost like citrus rind of some sort. And really when I looked at the note breakdown of this fragrance, like I expected more. I expected like a sweeter jasmine. I expected ylang. Like I expected more. I expected more from it. I'm really getting green, Lily of the Valley. I don't love it. But I don't love that type of scent profile. So it's well blended. Like all of the Dusita fragrances, they smell high quality. They're out there. A lot of them are really out there. So Cavatina is my least favorite of the 3 that I got. Then we have Erewhon, and this one is my favorite. This one I actually wore several times and I enjoyed it so much. I think it's one of their newer releases. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anyone talk about this fragrance. It opens up like, it smells like hay and nuts. Like it's nutty, dry kind of hay scent. And I get quite a bit of vetiver, but then it develops. So like the opening and the way that it develops changes so much. And it changes into this almost like creamy vanilla, still with the herbaceousness. I love the development of this fragrance. It's addictive. It's very interesting. And for some reason, I get this like little bit of like a creamy nuttiness. There's no nutty notes. Oh my God. And that noise is my neighbor who always, it's like he knows. It's like he knows when I'm filming, because that is when he goes and then like starts mowing his lawn like a maniac. So anyway, I apologize. I do not know how much longer that lawnmower sound is going to be going on. I'm going to try to edit it out. If I can't, I'm sorry. But anyway, Erewhon is my favorite. I think it's perfectly unisex, so for men and women. And of all of the samples that I had tried, so I tried the entire collection, this one hands down is my favorite. It's actually very, very good. It's very cool. It's very addictive, and had it not been sent to me, I think this is the only one that I would purchase myself because of how much I like it. Then the next one that I got is Moonlight in Chiang Mai, and this one has a citrusy note, and at first I did not smell the resemblance to Baccarat Rouge, but then my man pointed it out and I was like, hey, a little. It's woodier and it's drier. It has almost like this pinchy effect. It has a note of yuzu in the opening, which is a type of citrus, so I imagine this is what's giving me this like pinchiness. It doesn't really smell like Baccarat Rouge. It doesn't really. It has something similar, but it almost, like this almost also has this like hay-like scent that Erewhon has, but I like this less. I don't really like this one. It's not bad. I like Erewhon a lot. This one, it's all right. There's teak wood in here. There's a lot of woody notes. It's very dry, like dry woody. And I smell like there's hay and vetiver. And so if you were to think of like a hay-like, dry, woody Baccarat Rouge, like not sweet, this would kind of be it. I'm not blown away. I'm okay with this one. I really like Erewhon. But anyway, but this is probably on the number 2 spot. So if I had to choose in order of preference, Erewhon would be my number 1. Then Moonlight in Chiang Mai, and then Cavatina would be last. But they are good fragrances. They're well crafted. They're interesting. They're a little out there for my taste though. Except Erewhon, which is out there, but somehow still very, very good. Then I also got Dolce Acqua from Mask Milano, which I fell in love with when I got a sample of it. And I was like, man, this is amazing. This is also a classic smelling sort of scent. But it's so beautiful. It is very, very classic. Like, look at the lady that is on the package. Do you see that lady? That is what this fragrance smells like. And that is probably the best way that I can sum it up. It smells like the lady. It also has a very strong note of Lily of the Valley. But it's honeyed and it's a little bit aquatic. So it has salty notes, like aquatic sort of scent. And then it has these honeyed facets. Mimosa, muskiness. This one's very, very beautiful, very feminine and like classic elegant. This one and the whole like women's collection, they have Petra and they have Madeleine. Those are really, really good fragrances too. Like I still am working through my samples of those. They're all really interesting. Like Mask Milano I'm really impressed with as a brand. Anyway, if you guys do want to check out any of those fragrances or any other niche fragrance that they carry, I do have a 10% code and it's The Scented and it'll give you 10% off. I think it's still active. I hope it's still active. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's that. And then I got some Jo Malones. These ones were not sent to me. I did buy these. And so I got Myrrh and Tonka, which I've been like riding the fence on this one for so long because the first time that I tried it was years ago, closer to when I just started getting into niche fragrances, and I thought it was too masculine for me. And then I tried it again because I still had a sample left, and I was like, hey, I could get down with this. And I love it. It's so good. It is a little bit masculine, and I think that it would smell just as good on men. But this is the perfect cold weather scent. I'm gonna say this is like maybe not even fall, like maybe winter. Like I would still wear this on a cooler fall day. Oh my god, it is super sexy. Like it's a very sultry, rich, like balsamic scent. Like myrrh. I love myrrh in a fragrance. I talked to you guys about Kate Walsh Boyfriend, which is like a very like entry level myrrh fragrance. This one's a lot more complex, like can be a little bit more challenging. I also really love Myrrh Imperial from Armani Privé. I love myrrh in fragrance. It just smells very good. It smells almost like medicinal and nutty in a very warm, like cozy, almost like amber scent, and there's almost a touch of sweetness, but I'm pretty sure that the sweetness is from the vanilla and the tonka. It's so beautiful. It's a little bit smoky too. That smokiness, so good, so good, so good. Guys, myrrh and tonka. It's a little bit slept on, I feel. Then I got Wood Sage and Sea Salt, but I showed it already to you guys because I got these three all together. I have somebody that I know that works at Jo Malone, so I get these for not so expensive, still expensive, but not so expensive. Anyway, talked about the Wood Sage and Sea Salt in other videos, so I didn't think it would be appropriate to show it in a haul since I already showed it to you guys. But these two I haven't showed you because they're more cold weather, so I'm showing them to you now. Got Oud and Bergamot. This is mostly for my man because I love the scent. I told you guys, this smells like stacks of money. Like it legitimately smells like a wad of cash, like a massive wad of cash that you carried in your pocket. Yum. It's good. It's citrus and it's oud, but it's fresh. Like it's a fresh citrusy oud scent, which is very unusual because usually oud comes off a little barnyardy. This one, no. This one is like a drier oud, so kind of like if you like oud wood from Tom Ford, imagine you added citrus to that and you're kind of here. I hope that helps you understand it a little bit better if you haven't tried it yet. But anyway, I love Oud and Bergamot. I probably wouldn't wear it too much myself just because I think it's super hot on a man. So this is going in the man's collection, and I always talk about it in my favorites for men. So I figured I might as well have a bottle. And then both of these came with samples. So the Oud and Bergamot came with 2 little samples of Myrrh and Tonka and Wild Bluebell. And my Myrrh and Tonka came with a sample of Myrrh and Tonka and English Oak and Red Currant, which is so good. I feel like I should get a bottle of that next if I can find it. But yeah, English Oak and Red Currant is also a really, really good fragrance from Jo Malone. I love Jo Malone. I told you guys this. I don't know why. I know this brand gets a lot of heat for the poor performance, but for me, I just like how they smell. And I don't really find performance issues with any of them except the one that I love the most, which is Wood Sage and Sea Salt, but it is what it is, and I'm just gonna spray more. Then I was sent a fragrance from a new house called Herve Laurent. They also sent me a whole bunch of little samples, so I'll show you how they came packaged. They came packaged in this adorable little bag with this paper that I completely destroyed, and then all of the samples came on these little cards. So like I feel so bad throwing these out, but I'm gonna have to. So like low-key I feel like it's a little bit wasteful because like I'm gonna keep the sample and then I'm gonna toss these, and it's, I don't know, the environmentalist in me is like really crying. But anyway, so these are their samples. So they're like quite large compared to a regular sample. I feel like it's about 1.5 times the size of that. And I tried all of them, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. But so the one that they sent me is, I think, the one that they sent to everybody. And it's called Pink Palace Diamonds Are Forever. And I posted this on my Instagram as well. You guys can follow me at @thescented_. I took a beautiful picture. And I thought it smelled so good. But by the way, guys, it leaks a little bit. Okay? So can we... This is bougie brand. This is a no-no for a bougie brand. Just gonna say, like, this packaging faux pas is a faux pas indeed. But the scent is nice. Look, it smells expensive and it smells very good. I get a nice peach note, like a green, almost like underripe peach on paper. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay on the skin. So I was dying for this peach note. I was like, man, this is the peach note I have been looking for my whole life. And it smells so good. This peach note is everything. But it doesn't stay on the skin. And it turns a little bit green. And when I say green, I mean like a stemmy green. So like a stem of a flower. And it has a lot of florals in here. So you have freesia. You can really smell the freesia. You can really smell the lilac, jasmine. There's some like bitter citrusiness there, and they all have this common sort of bitter citrusy, like the rind of a citrus. It's very natural smelling. It almost smells oily, kind of like if you took an essential oil, like a citrus essential oil, lemon, orange. Like I have natural essential oils that are citrus. They don't have a sweetness. They have this almost like bitter rind-like smell. This is what's in here, and it has these classic florals, but they're greener. They're greener florals. And the peach is so good. Why can't the peach last? The peach goes away. Spoiler alert, the peach goes away. And then you're left with like a green floral scent. So if you're a fan of green floral scents, this brand is for you because they are really well crafted and they all have this common signature type of scent profile. Like I smelled all of them. I have 15 total from them. I have 15 of these little guys. And I have all of my scent strips that I sat and I smelled and I labeled, and this is what I did for half the day. I smelled them, I came back to them, I put them on the skin. I experimented hard and I got really frustrated because as they dry down, and even some of them in the opening, they smell extremely similar. So like one major critique for me that I would say, they have way too much on their website. Like the selection is like, you know, when you go to a restaurant and they give you a menu that has like 150 items and then your eyes get loopy and you're like, I don't know. Well, this is the situation here. We have way too many fragrances. And it gets worse because it's not like they're all extremely different. They are actually, for the most part, very similar. Very similar. And when you look at the notes, they are actually like, a lot of them have a common note profile. So that is my biggest issue with them. And the leaky bottle. The scents last though. The scents last all day. This, I sprayed it on my clothing. I couldn't get it out even after a wash. Like it's an extrait de parfum. It lasts all day and beyond. So longevity, they're killing it. They are like super expensive though. Like super expensive. I'm gonna link that for you so you can check that out. But yeah, this one I think is like $300. They have one that's like $1,300. I'm talking Canadian dollars. Then they have like a budget line that's like $100. Anyway, the one that stood out to me of all of the samples that smelled different, that really smelled different, it's called Flaunt. And Flaunt smells like it has blackcurrant. Even though it doesn't have a blackcurrant note listed, it smells like it has this bursting, delicious blackcurrant, like a fresh blackcurrant. And it's addictive. And it reminded me a little bit even of like Kilian's Princess, that discontinued fragrance, except without the marshmallowiness. Just that blackcurrant smell. It was nice. It was really nice, really unique. But other than that, I can't say that each fragrance is unique. But they are well crafted and nicely packaged. Just that brand as a whole is very much for the green floral classic fragrance lover. Moving on. What should I show you guys? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the find of all finds on the $20 rack. That $20 rack gets me good a lot of the time. It plays me so hard. And then there's other times that it throws a blessing my way. Flora Botanica, 100 ml, $20. My local shoppers only had one. It already didn't have the cellophane on it, but that didn't stop me. And then I searched every other shoppers in my local vicinity with absolutely no rush. and then I searched every other shoppers in my vicinity to see if they had more bottles, and I didn't have any luck. This is a really cool, like, aromatic green scent. I just didn't want to pay the big bucks for it when it was like full pop. I didn't think it was worth it. But I really like it. This is a really, really, really good, unique green aromatic fragrance. It has a note of cannabis, and when I see a note of cannabis, it like spooks me a little because I'm like, I don't want people to think like I've been smoking pot all day. That's like, I'm afraid that's what it will smell like. But no, that's not what this smells like. It's actually super minty. It's really, really minty. And it has vetiver as well, which gives it a little bit of this rootiness. The cannabis, I can't quite pinpoint and tell you guys exactly what it smells like. But it smells like an herbaceous type of scent, like in a different way. I don't think I have enough experience to really tell you guys what cannabis smells like. I'm sorry. But it does smell minty and rosy, and I really like that. It just has a fresh green, like not fresh cut grass smell, not a stem of a flower smell, which are green scents that I don't like. This is green and uplifting, like fresh, clean, nice smelling. Really, really pretty. A little bit like hippie vibes. I don't know. Maybe it's the overall vibe is what the cannabis gives it. Is this like almost like hippie, herbal, cool, like new age vibe. I love this. It's actually so good. So yeah, I don't know. Check your local shoppers if you can still find it, but I couldn't find it. So I just got lucky with that one bottle at my local shoppers in the boonies. But I think that people that live in the city probably won't be able to find it already at this point. Then we have a Penhaligon's fragrance. This one as well, like I selected this one. It was sent to me and I went for it because of the coffee note. This is, okay, and the name, Bewitching Yasmin. Like, ooh, and look at it. It looks like an Egyptian cat. Oh my God. I love these bottles. These bottles, they're the most beautiful presentation. Like, I just want to have a shelf full of all of these portrait bottles. They're gorgeous. This has oud, incense, cardamom, and the coffee is hardly noticeable. I really don't get the coffee much, and I wish I would get it more. It has vanilla as well. I don't smell too much. Like it's a very strong oud that I'm picking up, and the incense. The incense is a little bit sharp for me, but this one will be really, really nice in the cold weather, like in the winter. I don't even know if I could wear this in the fall. I'll try on a cooler day, but it's a mood. Like it's a very specific kind of mood, and it's dark. The oud that's in here that I've noticed, what I will say is, from fragrances that I've smelled that have oud notes, a lot of niche fragrances have specifically Laotian oud. So that particular oud, it's a little bit more intense and almost like a little bit more smoky and like harsh, a little bit more harsh. And that is the oud that's in here. So it's quite intense. I really, really have to be in the mood for it. It's not a soft, friendly oud. It is kind of bam in your face sort of oud. I wish there was more coffee in here. I pick up little coffee nuances and they're delightful. I want to try layering this with a coffee fragrance. I bet it will be so good. I'm going to try layering this. But yeah, Bewitching Yasmin from Penhaligon's. I haven't tested it on the skin. I haven't really worn it. So I'll give you guys more of a review at a later time. But yeah, got that one. Okay, and then I actually did a little bit of shopping at Armani Beauty. So here's my box. I didn't even unpack it. I still kept everything in here. They had a 20% off sale, so I was all about it. So they gave you this little like makeup satchel. I got a whole bunch of fragrance samples. So I got the Acqua di Gio Absolu, that's for men. Armani Code Absolu, also for men. I got the Sea Fury, which basically smells identical to Killian's Love, but I like this more. So this is what Killian's Love should smell and cost like. So there's a quick little hack for you. Just get the Sea Fury. It basically smells the same. Then they gave me a little lip product, whatever. None of this is really that interesting. There's just like a whole bunch of stuff that came with your purchase. Got the Si Passion. I don't really like it. It's like a La Vie est Belle type of vibe, like sweet, fruity patchouli. It's not for me. Then I bought My Way. And I am so glad I bought the My Way and not the My Way Intense, because the My Way Intense, like, I low-key felt nauseous when I tried it in the store. I thought I would like the My Way Intense, but I really don't. It's just too overpowering sweet tuberose. This one has a really bright, fresh, almost berry-like opening. It almost smells like forest berries. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like little wild strawberries. Like, we used to have this tea. It was a black tea that we would get. And like anytime that any of our relatives would ever go to like Russia or Latvia, we would always order this tea that had black tea and like little teeny tiny little like wild strawberries. This is what I'm smelling in here. This note is not listed, but I'm smelling that type of little wild strawberry like from that tea. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. It has this like beautiful like freshness, berry green, and then it develops into the tuberose, the like sweet, playful, bubblegummy, clean scent. The notes only list in the opening, they only list orange blossom and bergamot, but I think they're lying. Like, I'm pretty sure they're lying. There's got to be more, because this freshness, it sticks around. It really does stick around. And then the bubblegummy like tuberose smell and the jasmine scent is fresh. It's light, it's airy, it's a little bit musky, like not too sweet, not too heavy. I really love this fragrance. It's doing a lot for me. So I'm really happy that I got the My Way and not the My Way Intense. And then I got Ocean di Gioia. And this one I had smelled at Sephora, so it wasn't a blind buy. I had smelled it at Sephora and I had sprayed it on my shirt and I really liked it. But it was a very light, delicate scent. But something about it was very, very captivating. And it smells like a really nice shampoo. It smells like a really, really nice, clean, like a clean shampoo. Like, I mean, like Dove or something. It's so pretty. It has a nice sparkling pear note. It smells like you're out like in a breezy oceanside villa. It's so pretty. It smells like laundry. It smells like shampoo. It's so fresh and uplifting. I've been spraying myself with this for the last few days. Like, since I got the package, I was like, this was the one that I was gravitating towards. And I tried the Terra di Gioia too, because a friend of mine really likes it, but that one didn't work for me because the almond smell came out almost too play-doughy on my skin. So then I was scared of all of the di Gioia flankers. Then I tried the Ocean and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, I want to keep smelling. It smells like a beautiful shampoo, like a beautiful, expensive, clean shampoo. So good. And like, I'm a sucker for a pear note, like a fresh, clean pear note, especially when it's like combined with musk, with nice, fresh, like aquatic sort of facets. I'm all about this. Like, this is so good. I'm regretting not having this at the start of summer, because this would have been probably my most reached for fragrance in the summer had I owned it at that time. So yeah, that one, totally worth it. Super happy with that purchase. And I think that's it. I think that's all of my stuff for this haul. That's it. Those are all of my fragrances for my first fall haul. Let's see how many fall hauls I get into, but that's my first one. So let me know what you guys have been hauling. Comment down below. Let me know what's been your favorite item. Let me know what's been your hatest item. What didn't work out for you? Let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to shimmy on down and hit that subscribe button. If you guys have been just like watching me under the radar for a while, just not sure if you want to give me that sub, just give me that sub. Come on. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.